Hi, I'm Scott Samuel here at the Culinary Institute of America at Greystone, and I'm going to show you how to make a grape and brie quesadilla with an arugula, shaved fennel, and green grape salad. So a few components. We're doing a hot and cold play here. This could be an entree salad or an appetizer salad. But what I'm playing here on is some traditional Mexican flavors. We have jalapeno, white onion, lime, and I'm combining that with grapes and brie. Brie and grapes are a natural combination, but what I'm going to do is lift it with some spicy flavors, a little bit of cilantro, and cook it as a simple quesadilla. And then my salad is going to incorporate arugula, green grapes, some orange segments, some Parmesan, some crunchy fennel, and a simple pickled shallot vinaigrette or a champagne vinaigrette. So let's do the first step, which is roasting the pepper. And what I've done here is in a dry pan, asado style, over medium heat, cook these peppers slowly on every side until it's charred. Another option is to cook them directly over the flame, if you have a little grate, until it starts to bubble. And it's starting to do that immediately. This tends to be an easier way to roast the pepper. What I'm trying to do is give it a roasted flavor and take the bitterness away from the skin. Once this is done, we can then peel it. And I don't like to rinse peppers under the water because it takes away a lot of the flavor. So I'll just get as much peel as I can off here. And then this will be our component. So let's go over the ingredients so we're clear here. I'm going to make this mixture, and this is what the finished mixture will look like. And it's a mixture of roasted, seeded, diced jalapeno. We'll work with that. Our white onion, cilantro, lime juice, some fresh oregano, salt and pepper, and we'll make this up into a little salsa. This can be done ahead of time. The other component will be our green grapes that are halved and fresh brie. On the brie, I like to keep the rind on except for the edges. I'll tend to take the edges off, and this recipe will serve 6. So in terms of my prep, my mise en place, once I make my salsa, everything's ready to go. So let's make the salsa. So my pepper's still a little hot. I've taken the skin off. I want to take the seeds out. Jalapenos nowadays are not that hot, so it's okay if you have some seeds left over. And if you preferred a spicier dish, you could use a serrano pepper. All right, so we'll mix this little salsa together. I like to use fresh white onion because of the flavor profile is better than a yellow onion or a Spanish onion. Fresh cilantro, fresh minced oregano, lime juice for the acid, fresh ground black pepper, and salt. Just mix this little component together, and that is ready to go. All right, so let's build a quesadilla. This recipe serves 6. What I like to do is get a 10-inch or an 8-inch flour tortilla, and we're going to build the ingredients on half. Kind of place the cheese so that it's encasing the grapes. We'll do a sprinkle with our fresh salsa. Oh, about a tablespoon and a half. And just enough oil to sheen the pan. All right, and we'll cook this on medium-low heat on each side for about 3 or 4 minutes. And in the meantime, let's build our salad. So the components we have for our salad are arugula. I like the bitterness of the arugula. Some more fresh green grapes. Our shaved fennel bulb. Some orange segments. And what I want to do here is show you a chiffonade of Belgian endive. So I take the core out of an endive, and at the last second, I like this. It gives structure to the salad. All right, so the vinaigrette for this is very simple. What I've done is I've taken champagne vinegar and poured it over sliced shallots, olive oil, seasoned with salt and pepper. So this is a non-emulsified dressing. There's no mustard to tie it together. So pickled shallots, olive oil, salt and pepper, dressed our salad, nice cold, fresh green grape arugula salad. Our quesadilla, let's take a look at this. We should be ready to flip it. All right, so we've had about 3 minutes on one side. We're just gonna do a little flip like that. Another 2 to 3 minutes on this side, and then we'll be ready to plate our salad. All right, let's put this dish together. So I'm gonna make this an appetizer and keep one aside. If I was to do this an entree, I'd probably put the whole portion, but let's just make an appetizer to share for 2 or 3 people. And I like to top it with a little cold salad. Green grape, arugula, fennel, orange segments, simple champagne, shallot vinaigrette. A little bit of paprika garnish. So there we have it, our green grape and brie quesadilla with a green grape arugula salad. Enjoy.